Hello! What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Euro 2024 Qualifier Predictions with me and Yugoslavia once again.
Go!
All of the groups have officially been drawn, but these are our earliest predictions. Like, there's so much that could change. It is October right now. These matches don't start till March. So as always, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Drop an early like. Let's try to hit 2,000 likes on this video. Starting off with Group A. Spain, Scotland, Norway, Georgia, and Cyprus.
Spain, dominant favorites in this group right here. Can they keep up the momentum? We'll find out. Then you got Scotland, Norway, your favorite people, Holland, the GOAT, apparently. Then you got Georgia, proving everybody wrong in the Nations League, getting first place.
Well, mostly you.
And then you got Cyprus. Whew, this is a tough one. After what Georgia did with the Nations League, I really want to give them the first place opportunity. And especially because this is first early predictions, I want to give it to them. But I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry, Georgia. I'm not going to do that to you. Spain, I'm going to give them first place. Second place.
Georgia?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're going to give it to Georgia. Let's have fun with this one. Georgia for second. Scotland or Norway third. If Holland is good, as everybody says he is, and he does score a lot of goals, but can Norway keep up? I think they can. I think Norway get third place, Scotland fourth, and Cyprus remain last.
Bold take for Georgia, man. You're finally believing in them.
I'm going to have to now.
I see it being a possibility, honestly. Kvicha has been on absolute fire. The thing about this group is both Georgia and Norway have those quality forwards right now. Youngsters that are proving themselves in their respected leagues. Kvicha in the City, Holland, top goal scorer in the Premier League by a mile, already setting records. And both of them turn up for the national team. Holland was the top goal scorer in the Nations League at one point. Georgia also were scoring loads of goals in their Nations League group. The thing is, this group obviously is going to be tougher than their Nations League group. They were in League C. They were in a group with Bulgaria, Macedonia, Gibraltar. No disrespect to any of those teams, but Scotland finished first in their Nations League group in League B. Norway finished second, and they held on to first for a while. They just slipped at the end. And Spain, I mean, they're obvious favorites here. I don't think I need to go too in-depth with this squad. I'm going to say Spain is first. But for second place, I think it's fair game for either Scotland, Norway, or Georgia. I think it's criminal to write off any of these countries at the moment. I'm going to say second place goes to Norway. I feel bad putting any of these teams at fourth. But I'm going to say Georgia put off a fantastic fight. They get third place, just miss out at second. Scotland fourth, and Cyprus fifth. And I'm sorry to Scotland, I really am. This is such an incredible national team, obviously. Just missing out on the World Cup qualifiers as well, making it to the playoffs there. But this is a tough group. Anything's possible. I see it being really close on points as well. Now moving on to Group B. We got Netherlands, France, Ireland, Greece, and Gibraltar. Poor Ireland. They are in a very tough group. Netherlands and France look like clear favorites in this, and Greece seems to be regaining their identity throughout these recent years. They were incredible in the Nations League recently. They're pulling the results once again. And Ireland had a shaky road in the last qualifiers at the beginning, losing to the likes of Luxembourg, but then they were able to redeem themselves towards the end. Netherlands and France, it's tough to say who's going to get first in that. Netherlands have been fantastic. In my opinion, they are the most informed team in Europe at the moment. France have the best squad on paper, but the results have not been translating lately. And that's the thing about these early predictions. It's so tough to call because so much can change within these months. We could see Netherlands go through an absolute crash. I'm not saying I think it will, but we could see France regain how great they were like in the 2018 World Cup. But I'm going to say that Netherlands are still able to get first at the moment. France second, Greece third, Ireland fourth, and Gibraltar at fifth.
Ooh, honestly, I agree with a lot of you said. Netherlands are the top favorites in Europe right now, playing exceptional football. I agree with you in all steps.
Now, for Group C, what a deadly group. Italy and England facing each other again, along with Ukraine, Macedonia, and Malta.
Ooh-wee! Come on, boys. You see who's in that group? Macedonia. You see what they did to Italy last time? Yeah. 1-0 over Italy. Knock them out of the World Cup. Yes, you lost to Portugal, and they gave them the World Cup pass. But you knocked out Italy. You're going to do the same thing again in this Euro qualifying match. All right? We're going to hype up Macedonia today. First place. I'm just kidding. No, I ain't going to do that.
Don't take it that far.
We'll get a third place. Macedonia, you get a third place. England will get first place because Italy lost to Macedonia. They'll get second place. And then Ukraine, fourth. I'm sorry, Ukraine. I'm just hyping Macedonia around. I know you could probably make it farther, but Malta stay last, fourth for Ukraine. That's it. That's what I got.
What about England? Do you think they could get an upset there against them?
No.
Oh, shit.
England's too strong. England's too
Really?
Strong. England's too strong.
I mean, Hungary beat England 4-0.
We'll see what happens.
I really want to back North Macedonia just like you, Irfad. Such an exciting side. Was so happy to see them qualify for the last Euros. Almost did it in the World Cup. Maybe they could pull those upsets again in this, and I truly hope they do. I think they have the potential to stir up this group without a doubt, but I don't see them qualifying. Unfortunately, I'm at the moment saying Malta are at 5th and Macedonia at 4th. Prove me wrong, Macedonia. Of course, you know I want the best for you. For those other 3, yeah, I'm going to say Ukraine are at 3rd. Just missing out on the World Cup themselves to Wales, but they put up a fantastic fight against Scotland earlier. This side has a lot of belief in them, and I think they also can put off good fights, but we already saw them lose to the likes of England at the Euros 4-0. Now, who's going to get first? Fortunately, maybe England can turn things around here, but this is the first time in a while they've gotten a pretty difficult qualifier group. They usually are the clear favorites. Now they're coming up against another very strong team in Europe. I think both of these sides will qualify at the end, of course, but I'm going to say that Italy still get first, England second. Italy have really seemed to regain their form, like I mentioned, in the Nations League. England completely dipped. At the moment, Italy are England's kryptonite. I mean, they're the reason why they didn't win the Euros. They're the reason why it didn't come home. But in these qualifiers, I think they still can both obviously make it. Just England falling short.
Now we have Group D. Croatia, Wales, Armenia, Turkey, and Latvia. Oh, Isaac, this is your group, man. What you got here? You better support your boys right now.
Of course. I'm not doubting us this time. I mean, we are looking like the favorites on paper. No disrespect to these other teams. This should be an easy first place. Wales, Turkey, I think they could get a result against us at least once. We definitely will slip at least once in these qualifiers. It always seems to happen. I don't think we're going to bottle that first place spot. First place for Croatia, Ajmo Hrvatska. Second, I'm going to give it to Wales. Third, Turkey. Fourth, Armenia. And fifth, Latvia. And I actually feel weird writing Latvia off like that. They put off some fantastic fights in the World Cup qualifiers. They're already familiar with Turkey. They got some interesting results against them as well. Turkey always get that hype. They are a very inconsistent national team. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. The hype was there for the Euros. They crashed out in the group. At the beginning of the World Cup qualifiers, they had tremendous results against the likes of Netherlands, and then they still failed to get some easy wins. Wales, I think, are the favorites to get second at the moment, but again, things can change. We'll see how the squad develops after the World Cup. They have a lot of young players to continue the momentum for the national team. I think they got second place on lockdown.
I like this enthusiasm you finally got with Croatia, bro. That's what they need. A Croatia supporting Croatia. The Balkan boys agree here. Croatia get first place. But, like you said, Croatia always lose one. And like they lost the last one to Slovenia, 1-0, I predicted. The first game.
Don't remind me.
I think they lose the first game against Wales. It's going to be like, oh, crap. We just lost to Wales. The first game in the Euro qualifiers. It might happen again. They're not going to be happy with the result. But Croatia get first place here. And the way they've been playing, they stay first place. We'll see what happens in the World Cup, obviously. But compared to how they play in the Nations League, they stay first place. Who gets second place here? Yes, I said Wales beat Croatia, but I don't think they get second place. I'm going to put Turkey here. Turkey want to be in the Euros again. They're going to arrive at the Euros, and they're not going to crash like they did. They want to regain themselves. They rebuild themselves. Wales, unfortunately, you fall to third. Armenia get fourth, and Latvia, I'm sorry, you get last place.
Now for Group E, Poland, Czech Republic, Albania, Faroe Islands, and Moldova. The group of life, I think. Albania want to make their statement here. It seems like they're going to get the same coach as they had in Euro 2016 for these qualifiers. That could be a massive boost for them because they have not been looking good. Nations League success, atrocious. That was their perfect opportunity to prove themselves and top the group, and they failed to do so. Third place. Poland and Czech Republic. Czech Republic, we remember their amazing Euro success last time. Really an exciting side, but we have seen them slip a bit in the Nations League. Patrik Schick, their hero in the Euros, failed to convert some easy chances and a penalty. Poland under Michnovic, no matter how they do in the World Cup, I see them maybe sticking with him, and they can show their identity once again, get first place in this group. They usually do well in these qualifiers. It's just the tournaments that become a bit questionable. So, Poland get first for me. Czech Republic second. Yeah, sorry, Albania. I'm putting you at third. Prove me wrong, obviously, but I just don't see it happening. I got to see what happens with the new coach situation because right now, things are not looking good. Faroe Islands 4th. I don't even want to rule out Faroe Islands. They are a really exciting underdog here. They beat Turkey in the last match day of the Nations League. But yeah, Faroe Islands 4th. I think they'll put up good fights and steer up the group, and Moldova 5th. This is the group of life, though, and it's going to be a very tough one to predict.
I agree with you. Poland do get first. Instead of 3rd place for Albania, from you, I'm going to give him 2nd place.
Hey.
Come on, Albania. I'm going to root for my Balkan brothers here. 2nd place for Albania. Czech Republic, unfortunately, 3rd place. Faroe Islands remain 4th. Moldova last.
Group F. Belgium, Austria, Sweden, Azerbaijan, and Estonia. Another potential group of life here. Everyone's going to have their assumptions, obviously. Belgium will probably top this group. Their golden generation is going to disintegrate even more at this point. We got to keep that in mind. So maybe we will see some upsets here. But regardless, this is a doable group for them, and they always do well in these qualifiers. So I'm still going to give Belgium 1st place. They still have a lot of young talent coming in. It might take them some time to fully fulfill the previous roles, but they still have the quality. Now, in the past, I would have said Sweden easy 2nd. I always seem to doubt Austria in these prediction videos, but Sweden have really been horrendous recently. To me, they were one of the most underrated teams in Europe, and now they really have not been proving themselves. Relegated in the Nations League, obviously in a difficult group, but still it's no excuse. Ever since they failed to qualify for the World Cup against Poland, it's just been a shit show for them. Something tells me, at this current moment, it's gonna finish in this exact order. Austria 2nd, Sweden 3rd, Azerbaijan 4th, Estonia 5th. Sweden could potentially come back. And like I said, these are not my final predictions. I'm torn about this one. But right now, Austria seem to have the belief. They beat Croatia in the first match day of the Nations League 3-0. They still put up decent fights throughout the Nations League campaign, despite still getting relegated at the end. We got to keep in mind, that was a very difficult group for them. Something tells me Austria will be able to kind of regain their stature and do well in these qualifiers, qualify for the Euros once again.
I see why you pick Austria. They did upset Croatia the first game. But what happened last game? They lost the same situation. So I think Austria are falling down a bit. Sweden, I agree with you, are falling down a bit. Azerbaijan, decent actually. They're not too bad. I want to give it to Azerbaijan just to be different.
What?
I want to give it to Azerbaijan just to be different. And in 3rd place, I think Sweden edged Austria just a bit. 3rd place, Sweden 4th, Estonia last.
I know you're trying to give these underdogs belief, but that would be insane.
Come on, Azerbaijan.
Group G, we've got Hungary, Serbia, Montenegro, Bulgaria, and Lithuania.
The Balkan group. This is the Balkan Cup for everybody that's watched us in the past. This is the Balkan Cup.
Apart from Hungary and Lithuania, right?
Yeah, minus them two. We got Serbia, Montenegro, and Bulgaria. The Serbs and Montenegrins are knocking on the Bulgarian doors. Have you seen that TikTok? Hey, Bugatti. Hey. Pooey. I want to go for Serbia here. I want Serbia to get 1st place here. They deserve 1st place here. Look what they've done in the qualifiers for the World Cup. Look what they've done in the Nations League. But look at Hungary. What's Hungary doing? I don't want to go against the Serbs, and I won't. I'm going to give them 1st place. And then you got the Montenegro people, the brothers from the south. What happens here? Can they beat Hungary? Are they stronger than Hungary? Sorry, Isaac. I think they are. Hungary are going to drop. Yes, they upset everybody, but they're going to drop to Serbia and Montenegro. The Balkan people are moving forward. 1st place, Serbia. 2nd place, Montenegro. And 3rd is Hungary. Hungary 3rd, Bulgaria 4th, Lithuania last.
You don't have to apologize to me because I hope this happens, obviously, but there's just no way. There is no way you can doubt Hungary right now. I'm sorry, Montenegro. Look at what Hungary have done recently. Look at what they did in the last Euros as well. They were in the group of death and they nearly squeezed out. This is a doable group for them. I think 1st or 2nd is between Hungary or Serbia. I'm going to go hopeful for Serbia and say they get 1st. They have that quality. I always go on the same tangent with their attack and midfield. Maybe their defense needs work, but at the moment they seem to look like they're improving themselves. Pixie's doing a fantastic job. I don't want to say Serbia definitely got 1st, but I'm going to be hopeful for them. Hungary, though, look at what they did in the last Nations League. Almost topped the group of death with Italy, Germany, and England. How are you going to write off this side?
Pride, baby.
Please, Czernagora, prove me wrong. Get on Irfan's level of his predictions.
Go!
It's not happening, though. Hungary are getting 2nd, Montenegro 3rd, Bulgaria 4th, Lithuania 5th. And I know some people are saying don't rule out Bulgaria, but to me, they haven't been having convincing results. Montenegro actually put off some interesting ones in the last World Cup qualifier. They're going to stir up this group one way or another, but I still don't see them getting that top 2. I'm sorry, Tsernogora. I really am. But I cannot ignore Hungary's brilliance. What a side. At the moment, the most underrated team in Europe. Group H. Now, some people saying Denmark got lucky with this draw because, yeah, they're looking like clear favorites. They're with Finland, Slovenia, Kazakhstan, Northern Ireland, and San Marino. But still, don't rule out these other sides. Obviously, San Marino look like they're going to get last place. They still haven't gotten their competitive win. Denmark, I'm also saying, are going to get first. But those other 4 teams, anything's possible here. This might be the hardest group to predict in terms of those middle 4 places. Finland should qualify here.
Okay!
They should, but look at that come up Slovenia and Kazakhstan have both had recently. Kazakhstan topping their group over Slovakia, beating them head-to-head twice in the Nations League.
Proving everybody wrong.
Slovenia, on the last international break for the Nations League, beat Norway, beat Sweden. Šeško is looking a lot better throughout time. And by the time these qualifiers roll around, we could finally be seeing him getting the credit he deserves. Finland disappointed me in the last Nations League. I thought they'd get first based on the way they've been playing in the previous qualifiers.
We shut them down, boy.
And Northern Ireland, they were not impressive in the Nations League themselves. We both thought they could get first in that group, and far from it for them. I think most people are favoring Finland to get second place, but I'm going to say no. It's going to be Slovenia. Now, between 3rd or 4th, I'm not going to knock Finland down too much, although I won't be surprised if Kazakhstan can do bits in this. I'm going to say Finland 3rd, Kazakhstan 4th, Northern Ireland 5th, and San Marino 6th.
Kind of upset that you're downplaying Kazakhstan a little bit. That's pretty low in my opinion.
I mean, that's what you did last time.
Hey, we learn from our mistakes. We learn now that they play well, all right? Denmark, like you said, favorites of the group, always going to be favorites. They're first place. Finland, Pukki can't do much anymore. Y'all lost to Bosnia and drew against them. Come on, drop them down. Slovenia second. I'm gonna give it to the Slovenians here. When I say that happens, it's gonna happen. We'll find out. And 3rd place, does Finland continue to drop in form or do they stay 3rd? No, bro. They don't stay 3rd. They drop down. Kazakhstan beats them, goes back up to 3rd.
Damn.
Northern Ireland, 5th. San Marino, 6th.
You already got a lot of history with Finland, man. They're going to come at you in the comments.
They're gonna come at me hard, but it's okay.
Group I now. Switzerland, Israel, Romania, Kosovo, Belarus, and Andorra. Another huge group of life here, actually. Switzerland, again, kind of like Denmark in their previous group. I think they're favorites in this. They're going to get first place. Another very underrated nation in Europe. They've seemed to regain their form once again. We saw it in the last Nations League break, beating Spain. They got first place in the World Cup qualifiers in a group with Italy. Switzerland got this on lockdown. 3 of these teams here, I'm going to say right now, Israel, Romania, and Kosovo are all in massive contention for that second place spot. Israel really climbing the ranks, topped Austria in the World Cup qualifiers last time, first in their Nations League group. Romania had a solid World Cup qualifier campaign, but then slipped at the end. And Kosovo in the last Euro qualifiers had a very good run and just missed out at the very end. It's a tough one. I'm torn about this one. Probably my least confident prediction here. I'm probably gonna say Israel are able to get second place. Romania, I think are gonna fall down a little bit here. And I'm gonna say Kosovo get 3rd, Romania 4th, Belarus 5th, and Andorra 6th.
I'm gonna keep it like this. Switzerland, yeah, obvious favorites. But who gets second place? I said I agree with you. Israel do get second place. I could see Kosovo stealing that second place depending on what happens here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They've been playing really well. They could probably qualify for their first Euros. Let's hope that happens. Shout out Kosovo if they do.
Group J. Your group. Portugal, Bosnia, Iceland, Luxembourg, Slovakia, and Liechtenstein.
I'm a Bosno. We're going to get this victory right here, right? We won the Nations League. Yes, we're going to continue our form. Yes, we lost to Portugal last game 6-2. But you know how long ago that was? That was like 10 years ago. 2012, I believe. We haven't beat Portugal since or played them since. Yes, you won the Nations League. Yes, you got a playoff spot. But remember what happened to the last playoff spot? Y'all lost to Northern Ireland in penalties and lost your chance. So we can't let that happen. Yes, if you lose, if you fall 3rd, 4th, 5th, whatever, if you fall, you get a playoff spot. But we don't want to go to the playoffs. We want to qualify automatically. Portugal, yes, they're the favorite here. It doesn't matter. My pride is telling me we can win this one, all right? Portugal, you know I've been rooting for you a lot. I don't think you got us anymore. This is Bosnia's group. This is their chance. This is Jaco's last chance for a tournament. We're going to go for the Euros. Let's go. First place, Bosnia. Second place, Portugal. Third place is tough. Can we get the same reaction with Bosnia versus Slovakia like we did last time? That Izet goal. Oh my God, that was amazing if you remember that. Third place is going to be tough. It could be between Iceland, Luxembourg, Slovakia. I want to give it to the Slovakians here. Third place, Slovakia. Luxembourg or Iceland in fourth. Let's give it to Luxembourg. Iceland fifth. Liechtenstein last.
I'm sorry, Irfan. I'm sorry, Bosnia. It's not going to happen first place. Maybe it could. Maybe we could see another Balkan team top Portugal once again in the qualifiers, just like Serbia did. But I just don't see it happening in this group. Portugal, at this point, if they're disappointed with Santos after this World Cup, they're going to have a new manager. They're going to have a new set of play with the phenomenal talent they have. I think Portugal got this group on lockdown, to be honest. They're going to get first place. Good luck, Bosnia, though. Prove me wrong. And don't worry, I still think you'll qualify. You're going to get second place. I just don't think they're going to be able to pull through against the mighty Portugal. With or without Ronaldo, this squad is intense. The only thing setting them back at the moment is their manager. Let's throw it out. Liechtenstein at 6th place. Sorry to them, but they always get battered. Iceland seem to be going on a decline, but sometimes they're able to do okay. Only draws in the Nations League in their group. Luxembourg, such an underrated side, though. We saw Nations League some decent results. Slovakia, 3rd place in a group they were favorites in the Nations League. I might have to say Slovakia are going to be at 5th place. Iceland 4th, and Luxembourg in 3rd.
This is Mayovi. Let's prove the whole world wrong. Let's prove all the Europe wrong. This is our group to win. We are qualifying for our first ever Euros. Heimo!
That is our early Euro qualifiers at the moment. Cannot wait for this tournament, but obviously it's in so long. The qualifiers also begin in a long time as well. We still got the World Cup to worry about, but a lot of you have been asking for our early predictions, so here they are. Let us know your thoughts, like I said, in the comments below. Don't forget to drop a like. Thank you, Irfan, joining once again.
Of course.
And yes, we will see you all very, very soon. Take care. La Noche.
Ciao!